my name is Meerah and I am a Lorekeeper in one of Yogg-Sothoth's libraries, and today I wanted to welcome you to a new mini-series here on my channel where I discuss some of the sunken or lost cities, civilizations, or continents used in the Lovecraft mythos. Today I wanted to talk about the legendary lost continent of Atlantis. Atlantis is first mentioned to our modern knowledge in Plato's dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, written around 360 BCE. In Timaeus, Plato describes how Egyptian priests described Atlantis as an island larger than Asia Minor and Libya combined, and situated just beyond the Pillars of Hercules, which we believe to be the Strait of Gibraltar. H.P. Lovecraft and his circle of friends, specifically Robert E. Howard and Clark Ashton Smith, wrote about Atlantis in their works and used it as a backdrop for several of their stories. It is believed to be located in the Atlantic Ocean, with the islands of the Azores being some of the last land masses remaining above water. Plato believes that it sank around 9600 BCE. Also according to Plato, Atlantis sank in a single night as the gods sent earthquakes and fires to punish the people of the continent. The kingdom of Atlantis, whether referring to the entire continent or country or capital city, thrived for thousands of years before its sinking. Alien gods were worshipped there, one of which being Ghatanothoa, and Atlantis was said to have had a very strong navy and were constantly at war, specifically with the continent of Mu. Priests and sorcerers of Atlantis were known to be very advanced indeed, and had a method of preserving themselves similar to mummification, so they could be resurrected at a future date. Lovecraft writes about two Atlantean sages that are reawakened in this way, called Surama and Cthulhu, and makes a point of saying that many others do remain in stasis at the bottom of the sea. Both sages are described as having parchment-like skin and psychic abilities, as well as being associated with snakes. For Surama, it was their physical appearance, and for Cthulhu, it was their ability to control snakes. One of the ancient artifacts thought to have vanished beneath the waves when Atlantis sank was the shining Trapezohedron, was a crazy angled stone created on the planet of Yuggoth and brought to Earth by the Old Ones before the emergence of the human race. It was formed by the Migo and was held by the Elder Things, and then the Servantmen of Valusia, and then eventually the first humans on Lemuria. Later it came to Atlantis, and it was there at the time of the continent's sinking. However, it does reappear in Egypt a time later, somehow resurfacing. In my favorite Lovecraft short story, The Temple, a submarine crew thinks they have found the sunken remains of Atlantis in 1917. Specifically, the sunken temple of a god that slowly causes the crew to go mad and die off in various ways. There's a lot of mythology out there about Atlantis, so I completely understand why Lovecraft and his friends would choose it as a setting for their stories. This was just a very brief overview of Atlantis, at least as it pertains to the Lovecraft mythos. Modern science has not been able to prove the existence of any such continent, though some think that it is just a parable, while others think that it could be referring to the ancient Minoan kingdom. We just don't know. There's a lot of theories out there, but nothing was confirmed. As of this moment, it is still just a fable. And that's it! Citations for the information found in this video and complete articles are linked in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time here in the library.